My cousin's creepy boyfriend threw a temper tantrum when my cousin didn't come back from the dead during her funeral. My cousin Ella was always extra. She believed in fairy tales the way most people believe in brick walls. She whispered secrets to squirrels and held full conversations with her neighbor's cat, convinced they understood every word. The animals, for their part, seemed politely uninterested. She genuinely thought she'd find her Prince Charming someday. And then she met Charlie. Charlie matched her energy completely. The two of them would show up to family dinners in full fairy tale costumes, speaking fake old-timey English like they'd teleported from a magical castle. Everyone thought it was weird but harmless. They were perfect for each other in their own strange way. 3 weeks ago, Charlie got drunk at a party. Ella called me from the car, laughing, saying Charlie insisted he was fine to drive. I told her to take an Uber. She said, Charlie already started the engine. We'll be fine. That was the last time I heard her voice. He ran a red light. A truck hit the passenger side. Charlie walked away with barely a scratch. Ella died on impact. When my aunt got the call, she collapsed in her kitchen. I caught her before she hit the tile. The funeral home said Ella's injuries were severe, but they could make her presentable for an open casket. My aunt insisted on it. She would have wanted to look beautiful, she kept saying. We planned an outdoor funeral in a garden we could rent out. The chairs and casket would be surrounded by natural flowers. My aunt even put Ella's favorite crown on her. It was exactly how Ella would have wanted. However, after the car accident happened, Charlie wasn't invited to the funeral, not just because he killed her, but also because he kept insisting she wasn't actually dead. He told my aunt to her face, Ella isn't dead. She's under a sleeping spell and I have to break the curse. He got arrested trying to sneak into the morgue 3 days before the service. His parents bailed him out and swore he'd stay away. We believed them. Now I'm standing in the garden, wearing black, holding my mom's hand, watching people take their seats near the white casket. Then I hear it. Hooves. On pavement. My anxiety doesn't just spike. It leaves my body entirely and floats somewhere above me like a concerned ghost. My whole body locks up. I grab my mom's arm before I even understand why. My fingers digging in like I'm bracing for a car crash. I turn toward the garden gate and there's Charlie, walking toward us in a full prince costume, wearing white tights that leave absolutely nothing to the imagination, and a gold embroidered cape flowing behind him like he's being trailed by his own personal wind machine. He's leading a white horse by the reins and there's a Bluetooth speaker clipped to his belt playing classical music. Nobody moves. The priest by Ella's casket looks like he's questioning every life choice that led him to this exact moment. We're all just standing there like this is some fever dream. Like if we stay perfectly still, it won't be real. Charlie walks past the rows of white chairs like he's the star of a movie. My legs won't work. I can't breathe. He reaches the casket where Ella lies surrounded by roses and lilies. He leans down and kisses her on the mouth. Oh my God! Someone screams, and I realize it's me. My uncle rushes forward and grabs Charlie's shoulder, yanking him back hard. Get away from her! Charlie doesn't even look at him. He's staring at Ella's face, waiting for her eyes to open. They don't. His face twists. He reaches into his cape and pulls out a small glass vial filled with something shimmery. The woman at the magic shop promised this would work, he says, showing the vial to the room. She said if I loved Ella enough, truly loved her, the spell would break. He drops the vial. It shatters on the grass. No, he whispers, then louder. No, no, no! He falls to his knees beside the casket, wailing so loud the horse startles. It wasn't true love. The spell didn't break. Why didn't she wake up? Two of my uncles finally grab him and drag him backward across the lawn. He's sobbing, screaming about curses and destiny. My aunt is crying so hard she can't stand. I'm shaking. My whole body is shaking and I can't make it stop. Charlie's parents had him admitted to a psychiatric facility that night. Apparently they'd been trying to get him help for months, but he kept refusing. We had to reschedule the service another day so everyone could recover. My aunt hasn't stopped apologizing like any of this was her fault. It wasn't.